Hello and welcome to the British Broadcasting Corporation. We are here on our new platform on YouTube, and we are bringing you live to the new United Nations that we are currently applying for. You should be able to see all of the applying nations to the left, sitting in a little spectator area. The individuals currently representing the United Kingdom in the United Nations is DJ, the current Prime Minister, Nico, the current representative to the UN, and myself. Thank you all for tuning in to the BBC, and now let's get on to seeing what is happening. Currently, they are starting off with the applying Estonia. We will see if the representative is here. I am not sure whether the Estonian representative is here, but there are currently people in chat spamming, and someone has just been kicked for spamming. We seem to have lost the Estonian representative. It would seem that someone has just got yelled at for spamming again. The President of the General Assembly is currently asking if there is any individual wishing to speak in favor of Estonia. Texas is speaking on behalf of Estonia. Does not seem to be speaking very quickly. Texas, formally recognizing that Estonia should be a nation in this United Nations. That concludes the Texas representative, Trident Cert. Voting has now opened for Estonia. It looks like Estonia will be passing the United Nations and moving on to the Security Council with a resounding success of eight fours, 3 abstains, and 1 against. The vote has concluded with 8 fours, 4 abstains, and 1 against Estonia. We will now be moving on to Thailand. I am unsure whether there is a representative for Thailand at the moment. It would seem we just had some staff members from the Secretariat walk up to the podium. Unsure what is happening with that at the moment. It looks like Texas is trying to speak again. It would seem that the current Thailand is being invited up to the podium to speak for why they should remain in the United Nations over the current applying Thailand. Oh, there seems to be gunshots within the assembly hall. I am not sure where that came from. The current Thailand is attempting to appeal to the United Nations based on their activity. That concludes the current Thailand representative, NAM 555. The President of the General Assembly has just issued the last call for the Applying Thailand's representative. We have just moved on to voting because the Applying Thailand's representative does not seem to be here. And with that, voting comes to an end, and the Applying Thailand has failed with 5 against, 1 abstaining, and 0 in favor. We will now be moving on to the Applying Norway. We have the representative walking up to the podium now. Applying Representative 7Cs. He is making claims based on development and activity as to why he should be able to replace the current Norway. Making the claims that the current Norway has no structural order to their nation. We have just had someone rush the podium from the management team, and UN Pol is detaining him. That was the Applying Norway's representative, 7Cs. Next up, we have the current Norway representative taking the stand to defend his nation, Mr. Charles Harris. The current Norway is stating that they are already a member of the European Union and that they are more than willing to provide diplomatic assurance to the United Nations. One of the applying nations have just recently called out the current Norway for the fact that their last feed in the United Nations was almost a year ago. That was the current Norway's representative, Mr. Charles Harris. The President of the General Assembly asking the General Assembly and the visitors to calm themselves. Voting has just opened on the applying Norway. Voting has just ended, and it would seem that the applying Norway has passed 7-1. They will move on to the Security Council for further voting. The guests are once again being asked to calm down. And we are now moving on to the applying Iran. Applying Iran representative Skavitish. The Republic of Iran asking for everyone to vote for them and claiming they are committed to world peace and stability in the Middle East. That was the applying Iran representative, Skavitish. The President of the General Assembly is asking as to whether there are more speakers, and Texas is speaking again. Texas Representative Trident Cert. The Republic of Texas encouraging an aye vote for the Republic of Iran. That was the Republic of Texas Representative Trident Cert. Voting will start as soon as the countdown begins. Voting has ended with the Republic of Iran passing to the Security Council 6-0. And next we move on to the United Kingdom. Representative D. Jaden approaching the podium. Representative D. Jaden of the United Kingdom, asserting that our nation can improve international peace and security and make global contributions to the United Nations. He is stating that he hopes to help other countries establish peace and that he intends to host joint military trainings with any nation that chooses to support them. Applying United Kingdom Representative D. Jaden. The current United Kingdom does not seem to be present at this General Assembly meeting. Texas Representative Trident Surt, speaking in favor of the applying United Kingdom. Well, shots seem to have just rang out in the Assembly Hall again. It would seem Secretariat staff just shot somebody on the premises. Texas Representative Trident Surt, asserting that the current United Kingdom does not care about whether or not they stay in the United Nations, as they have not shown up. Republic of Texas Representative Trident Surt. I believe gunshots may ring out again here soon, and voting has opened on the United Kingdom. Voting has ended, and the United Kingdom passes 6-1-0. It will move on to voting under the Security Council. Oh, and shots are once again ringing out from Secretariat staff shooting an intruder. The applying UK has passed 7-1-0 and will move on to the Security Council for further voting. the President of the General Assembly has gone down to the floor and is currently asking a member of the General Assembly whether or not they are the Latvian representative. The session has ended, and now we seem to be in a disco.